Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Cletus Igbe. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to run biometric fingerprint enrollment and verification system in C Sharp. Okay, so this is a snippet of how the project looks like. All right, so this is the fingerprint verification form. I've been able to verify this person, and we have the person's name, rec ID, okay, the email, the gender, and the phone number, and then the person's profile photo, and there's a status here that the person has been verified. Okay, so quickly, I'm just going to take you to my guide where I'm going to show you everything that you need to be able to run this project. Okay, so our project title is Biometric Fingerprint Enrollment and, and Verification System in C Sharp. And then the fingerprint reader supported is ZKTeco ZK4500 fingerprint reader and ZKTeco SLK20R fingerprint reader. And then the third fingerprint that is supported is ZKTeco ZK9500 fingerprint reader. So you can use any of these three fingerprint reader in this project and it will work for you. All right, so for the purpose of this demo, we are going to use the second one, which is the ZKTeco SLK20R fingerprint reader. I've tested all of this fingerprint reader and they're all working, so you're free to use any one of your choice. All right, okay, so I developed this project using Visual Studio Professional 2022 as my IDE. All right, and my database is SQL Server local DB. All right, so my fingerprint reader that is captured on the scanner, I store the fingerprint as template in my database. All right, so the fingerprint reader is being stored as template in my database. So what um happens is that okay, so once I do enrollment, let me take it to um my IDE. Okay, that's where the program is. So I'm going to click on stop here to close this. Then I'm going to click on enrollment. Okay, so now once you enroll a user, all right, so for here, the ID is auto-generated, okay, but I've left this field to be open so that you can, enter your own ID in case you need to do that, all right, and then once you fill this form and then here I've implemented the webcam, okay, so you're free to use your webcam or you can upload your, personal photo. Probably you have one photo in your computer, so you can, if you prefer to upload that, you can do that. If you prefer to use the webcam, you can also do that. All right, so once you fill this form, capture your photo and then enroll your fingerprint, you're expected to capture this fingerprint 3 times. So once the enrollment is successful, the data will be saved automatically in your database. Okay, and then the fingerprint template will also be saved in your database along this data. Okay, and then if you want to do enrollment, for instance, that's what I was trying to explain here. If you want to do enrollment, now what happens is that um, you're just going to place any of the enroll finger on the scanner. Okay, so it's going to take that template and then try to, match the template with existing template that is being stored in the database. And then if match is found, and then the person's, record will be displayed here on this form, and of course the person's photo, and then this status will be changed to verify that if the person is verified. So quickly, I'm just going to show you a snippet of this, how this works. I'm going to scan a finger, okay, that has been enrolled, and then we are going to scan another finger that has not been enrolled to see how this works. Okay, so that is the verification for this user. This shows that the user has been verified. So we have this record stored in a database, and then we have this notification right here that the user is a verified user. Okay, so now I'm going to scan a finger that is not in our database, and then we will see what happens. All right, so this person is not registered. It's not the person has not been enrolled, so we don't have this record. So that's why you can see that the form was reset. So I'm going to scan another. Okay, so this finger also is not enrolled. This also. This also. All right. So, or in case you scan someone that has not been enrolled on the system, of course, it's going to match and then try to identify if that record exists on a database. If it doesn't exist, and then the person is not verified user. Okay, so I'm going to close this. Then I'm going to go back to our guide. Okay, so I was talking about a database that all the records are being stored on the database. Okay, so now we have our system models. Now we have two users. One is the administrator, and then the second user, of course, is the normal user. Now these are the functionalities, the features that we have for the administrator. Now the administrator can log in, it can enroll, it can do enrollment, then it can do verification, it can add new administrator or user to manage the system, and then it can also log out. All right, so for the normal user, the user can log in, it can do verification, and then it can log out. So the first time I log in as an administrator, which is this, okay, this is the administrator dashboard. So now I'm going to click on logout here, and then I'm going to go back to my Visual Studio environment or window. Then to run this project, I'm going to click on start, and then I'm going to now log in as a user. Now all what I'm doing is just a quick snippet of how the system works. Then once I'm done with this, I'm going to take you through a step-by-step process on how to, run this project from scratch up to finished. Okay, so I'm going to click on the the verification. Now this is for normal user. Okay, so the privileges for the normal user has been restricted to only verification and logout. Okay, so the user, excuse me, can only verify user. Okay, and then once the user is done, and then the user will log out. So these are all the privileges that we have for this user. Okay, so the administrator has the full privileges. Let me log in again as the administrator. All right, so as you can see, the administrator can do enrollment, can do verification, and then it can also do, add new user to manage the system. Okay, then you can log out. All right, so let me take you through this. All right, so we have, I'll finish, explaining how the system works. So now I'm going to take you through how to run. I'm going to log out, from the system, close the Visual Studio environment, and then I'm going to, show you how to run this from scratch. Again, I said you are free to use any of these scanner. Okay, all these three scanners are supported. All right, so I'm going to take you through this process step by step. Now I'm in my Visual Studio environment, so I'm going to click on File, then I'm going to close this solution. All right, so I'm going to close this guy right here, and I'm going to close the Visual Studio completely. Right, then I'm going to take you through my File Explorer. Okay, so yeah, now this is the file. Okay, these are the files that made up the project. Okay, here we have if you click on this folder here, you're going to see all the files that made up the system. Okay, so we are going to go back like this, then we are going to make use of this solution file. Okay, this is the solution file. Now for you to run this project, as I said before, you need Visual Studio Professional 2022. Okay, all right, so let's go back to our Visual Studio. Oh, sorry, I'm going to close that. I want to show you how to run this from the project itself. Okay, I'm here. All right, so now I'm going to, it's either I double click on this or I'm going to right click, whichever way is fine. Okay, and then open with, and then Microsoft Visual Studio 2022. I'm going to left click on this. Now, these are the steps. That's step one right there. Now, we're going to wait for this project to be loaded in Visual Studio. Now, preparing solution. We are just going to wait for it. Okay, so guys, if you're still watching this video and you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please click on the subscribe button. And if you like the video, click on the like button. Okay, so now we are going to restart Visual Studio with 100% scaling. All right, so I like using the 100% scaling in Visual Studio. So if you see this, click on this. If you don't see it, then you can continue. All right, so I'm going to restart Visual Studio with 100% scaling. All right, so that's for me. So prepare solution. All right, so now I'm going to click on this close button right there just to take that guy out. All right, so we are on our Visual Studio environment. Now, if I click on Solution Explorer, you're going to see all the files right there that made up the system. Okay, so in case you want to check the how to access the database for this project, you're free to do that. You can click on Server Explorer. Okay, you can in case you want to um, connect to the database or probably modify the database for this project, because you're free to do that. What you're going to do is you're going to click on this guy, this icon right there, connect to database. You're going to click on it. So you're going to click on browse right there. Then you're going to click navigate to where you have your project. So I'm just going to navigate to where I have my project. Going to look for that. ZKTeco. Okay. All right. So sorry, I'm just going to look for this project. I have so many of them right here. Okay, so let's use this guy. All right, so this is the one right here. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click on this folder to open. I'm going to click on bin, then debug, then click on this database name right here. Then click on open, and then if you like, you can test connection. Test connection succeeded. Okay, okay, finally. All right, so this is the database. All right, right there. So you can expand that guy right there. Then you can expand table if you want. All right, expand table. Then these are the tables that are in this project. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to show you how to run this. All right, so I've shown you how to access the database in case you want to modify it, and then I've shown you the solution explorer where all the files are kept. And then I've shown you the scanners that are supported. Okay, one of any of these scanners will do. Okay, either this or this or this, they are all supported. And then finally, we are going to test or I'm going to show you how to do enrollment and verification. All right, so we are going to use some demo data for testing. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is that I like using the shortcut right here, start, or if you like to use the long method, you can click on debug and then start debugging. All right, where's debug? Right here, start debugging. All right, so for this, for me, I'm going to click on start right here. Okay, so I'm going to log in. First, I'm going to log in as the administrator. Then I'm going to show you, of course, I've shown you before about the normal user, but let's start with the administrator. All right, so we are going to do enrollment. I'm going to click on enrollment. Okay, so first, you're going to fill the form. All right, fill this, capture your image before you capture your fingerprint. All right, so immediately you finish capturing your fingerprint and it's successful, it's going to save automatically. That's why there's no submit button right there. Okay, so I'm going to start by entering name. So I'm going to say this at tests.com. So these are all demo data. Okay, mobile number, I'm going to enter another tests mobile phone number. So for the profile photo, we are going to test our webcam. Sorry, my place is dark, so I'm going to just show you how this webcam works. So I'm going to click on start camera. All right, so I'm going to close this guy. All right, so this is a camera, it's working, but my house is a little bit dark right now. So once you click on start camera, you're going to see you're going to see this, and then if you're okay with the picture, you're going to click on capture. Okay, so that is how the webcam works. All right, so because of my house is a little bit dark, now what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to use the browse photo. I'm going to upload this guy right there. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is that I'm done filling the form. So the next step is that I'm going to scan my fingerprint. As you can see, there's a status identification right there. To enroll your fingerprint, place your finger on the scanner. All right, so please give fingerprint sample. All right, so we are going to start by capturing our fingerprint right now. So we need only 3 samples. All right, I'm going to scan same finger 3 times. All right, same finger 3 times. Yes, so our fingerprint record has been saved. So I'm going to click on OK. All right, so the form is ready automatically for the next person to capture his or her fingerprint. Okay, so we are done with this. Then let's go and verify our fingerprint. So I'm going to click on stop right here to stop the enrollment and then close the form. Okay, so now I'm going to click on the verification menu. All right, so to verify your fingerprint, place your finger on the scanner. All right, so I'm going to do that. Yes. All right, so now this is a verified user. Okay, that's the status right there, verified, and all the correct information here has been displayed. Okay, the name, the rec ID, the email, the gender, the phone number, and of course the profile photo of the verified user. Okay, so now we are going to test by scanning a finger that is not in our database. Yeah, so this person is not verified, so the form must be reset, okay, indicating that, hey, this we don't have such record in our system or database. Okay, so I'm going to scan another person that is already registered. Let's check this out. Yes, so this person is a verified user and we have all the record of this person displayed for us. So we are going to scan another person. Yes, this person is also a verified um, user. All right. Okay, that finger is not verified. So we don't have such template or such record in our database. Yeah, so this person is not also verified. Again, this is the verified user. Okay, so guys, so this is how the system works. Okay, don't forget biometric fingerprint enrollment and verification system in C#. Okay, so if you need the project, you are free to modify it. Okay, you're free to modify the way you want, and then you're going to check the video description on how to get this project. So if you like the video, click on the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click on the subscribe button. If you like the video, click on the like button. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to stop it for now. See you in my next video.